Happy New Year, everybody. AmpRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119. Today we are working on a Ameritron al811h, still packed here with work. So I'll go over everything it needs. So this solder connection right here, had no solder. I'll show you a picture. I touched up on it. I looked at this the other day when I looked at it so I could order the parts I needed. Here's a picture. So I went ahead and soldered it so I wouldn't forget. So that's taken care of. Gotta check the meter protection diode. Plate choke looks okay. I noticed he taped it up, but they came undone. You always want to tape them up underneath. I like to use electrical tape, and I have the flat side of the anode cap up against the bottom. So you notice this is very, very frayed right here. So I will replace that. Only a few strands. Oop. Sorry about that. See how frayed that is. Okay, so I'll replace that. I'll check the SO239. I'm going to remove this whole assembly. Ground the grids directly to the metal. I'll put the gas discharge tubes in. This does not have any MOVs. No gas discharge tube on the back board. I always remove that too. So air variables look good. I noticed that one of the plate blocking capacitors is actually cracked. See, I'm very thorough with things. Okay, so yeah, once again, I don't make a video of every amp I work on. I work on about 35 amps a month. A lot of amps. So I would just overwhelm the channel with just tons of stuff. The same stuff. But I do put one on here and there just so people know I'm still in business. For some reason, people call and say, are you still fixing amplifiers? So if I don't put one on for a while, so. But, okay, so I'm going to get to work, and I will see you guys very soon. I'll also do the bias modification of this. It has not been done. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Just wanted to show something really quick. So I went to loosen this nut, and bad solder joint right there. Wasn't even connected. It was held in place by the nut. But okay, so it does have these two gas discharge tubes, but I will replace them. Though, if you ever have a tube flash from the plate over to the filament, you know, these might survive one hit, maybe a couple, but you know, I don't know the condition of them, so I will replace them. Okay, so I will see you soon. Okay, so the gas discharge tubes are installed. The grids are now grounded directly to the metal. And I touched up on bad solder joints. So let me explain something here. By having them directly grounded to the metal, you don't ever have to worry about a bad connection for the grid. If you end up with an open grid connection, you'll end up losing that tube. And by having a really solid connection, it increases the stability of the amplifier. I can't tell you how many amplifiers have come in with that nut being loose, and I've never seen anyone else do this. So, I mean, I've worked on a lot of amplifiers, and I haven't seen anyone else doing this. So you can see, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to get back to work. See you guys soon. Hey everybody, I'm back. Amplifier has been completed. I'll go over everything I did. Okay, so one thing I want to touch on real quick. That resistor was still making connection even though it wasn't soldered. I had checked with my continuity meter, and I actually turned it on and it was actually heating up. So that's the way I go about testing one of these. When I turn it on, I'll make sure they're all coming up to the same temp. That gives me a good indication that, you know, obviously none are open. So I soldered that, like I said before, put in the resistors for the voltage divider for the bias mod, changed the plate blocking caps, brand new ones, both of them, replaced 2 of the straps with the same diameter, length, material. So left the other ones alone. They are okay. No issues with them whatsoever. I was kind of like free. I'm not charging them for that. So I took that assembly out like I showed before. I put a longer screw in at the base of the plate choke. I don't like how they use a little stubby one. I've seen where the choke, it'll break during shipping because of that. Replaced the meter protection diode. The trace was actually gone through the board. So someone replaced it before and damaged it. So I put the lead over, they had like a solder bridge. So I brought the end of the diode over to the good portion where there's actually a trace. So SO239s are good. This is getting a brand new set of Penta Lab tubes. So this thing is good to go. So I think I covered about everything here. So if you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. I'm only working on the models you see on my YouTube channel. Plate transformer is on its way. Well, it'll be on its way tomorrow, and I'll get the power supply section done. I'll do videos on that. That should be pretty quick, and I will be showing that thing producing output. So that's something to look forward to, and I will be producing 80 through 10 meter amps upon request. So if you have any interest in something like that, it'll have a 3CX6000 A7 tube, all new components. Feel free to contact me about that. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. So Happy New Year, everybody. It is the first of the year, and I am jam-packed here, so I had to work today. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. 73.